Hey, bro. Hey, man. Hey, man. We know.
But we're here.
We back. We
We're here.
back.
We're here.
All right. We got FAMU up. Intro, please.
Last time that I checked, it was 5 chains on my neck. It was no smut on my rap. Last time that I checked, it was in the set. Make $250,000, no sweat. Last time that I checked, I'm the streets voice out west. Legendary self-made progress. Last time that I checked, first the money, the respect, and the power come next. Last time that I checked, I've been self-made from the dribble. I was been saying I'm a
Kendall, it's been a minute. It's been a minute.
Yeah, bro. That's what happens when you lose the miles. You gotta take a hiatus.
Yeah, we had to get ourselves together.
Yeah.
The same way the bye week impacted the team is the same way it impacted. We had a productive bye week. School, senior year. Everything's going great. Life is amazing. It's what it should be.
Okay, Drake. Now let's get into it, bro. What you want to start out with, bro?
I mean, we can't ignore the Miles game.
Okay, we can do Miles recap real quick. Sure.
Real quick.
All
And
right.
don't give us no slander in the comments because we're a couple weeks removed now. Kendall, that was an interesting game.
I don't know what happened.
That may have been the first time I felt that was probably one of the worst coaching jobs or on the list of worst decisions I've seen Coach Robinson make, in my opinion, in his tenure.
I think our decision making could have been better. I do agree with that. I feel like it was a rough game. You know, I'm not gonna try to sit here and put words into a team's mouth or into a coach's mouth or anything like that. But I feel like there was a little bit of us kind of taking them a little lightly. I mean, we told y'all before the game.
Me and Kendall knew.
Yeah,
We
Miles is they tough.
Yeah.
They tough comp. I mean, even this year, y'all saw it against UAPB. They can give somebody some run. So, I mean, all credits to them. You know, they did what they needed to do. We got a bye week.
That's a great team.
Yeah, we got a bye week. So, I mean, we had an opportunity to sit and assess, and now we starting swag play. So, I mean, that's in the past. We on to the future. We on to FAMU.
We know y'all gonna ask about the quarterback. We're not gonna talk about what happened in the Miles game, quarterback wise.
Mhm.
We're gonna refer to what happened. What's gonna be the decision moving forward? Kendall Mans, that's been the topic of Alabama State for years, and it seems like we are back where we started. Right? It seems like we're back in the business of trying to figure out who the starting quarterback for this program is gonna be.
Yep.
Because we know we have the defense. But you know, people talk about the defense got weaker. I believe our defense has gotten a little bit weaker. It's not as strong as it has been in the past. It's not as strong up front. But when you keep putting them out there consistently, they're gonna wear down.
Yeah, any defense is gonna wear down for sure.
So it becomes a situation where you're talking about bend but don't break, but you can only have what's out there so long.
It's only so much. It's only so much bending you can do until you do break.
Right.
Yeah.
So that being said, y'all let us know. I'm gonna ask Kendall, what do you think about this quarterback situation? Who do you personally think should be the starter Saturday at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. in Florida, in Tallahassee, Florida?
At 5:02 p.m. You know, I feel like it's Dede for me. I'm gonna say it game wise. Last game, I really would have loved to see Dede finish the game. I get we're playing Miles. It's our last non-conference game before we start, you know, and I get Dame is a credible player, quarterback. I get all of that. I just wish we had more consistency. You know, I feel like when it comes to confidence, you want both of your guys to be confident. Or you want whoever is going to take those reins to be confident. I feel like maybe both guys feel like they kind of got a short leash, and that's not what you want, because then they start thinking, all right, like if I make this mistake, I'm coming out. You don't want that at your quarterback position. You don't want that on the football field in general, but especially in your quarterback position. And I just would like to see more consistency as far as whoever we put out there for the first snap is whoever is there for the last snap.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Right.
I mean, Didi, I felt like obviously he didn't have his best game.
I mean, but he didn't. Obviously, he had those red zone turnovers, but overall, I don't. The offensive line regressed from week 1 to week 2. In my opinion.
I also think Didi suffered from not having his star running back in the game
for whatever reason.
Yeah, I mean, like that was a big thing for me. Like we're sitting here judging Dame, who had Jawan. Didi didn't have him, so it's like, or at least he didn't have him the whole game. So that part kind of got me a little bit. But I think if Dame does start, I mean, you have some information that I'm sure you're going to share. But if Dame does start, I think I have all the confidence in Dame. I made a video about Dame, so I mean, like, I have confidence in Dame to play.
Right.
I just got to see more from him because you really don't know what kind of quarterback he is until he gets in the game. So.
I mean, when he stepped on the field on their last drive, like Coach Robinson said in the coach's show, I hope you guys go check it out. I hope you've seen it to this point. He said, we're going to play Dame regardless. Now, he said, I didn't think it was going to be the last drive of the game, but he said he made the change when the momentum started to shift. But my thing is this. The momentum shifted at the end of the first half when Miles threw that touchdown and made it 14-7. Mm-hmm. The momentum shifted in the third quarter when things started going south. Mm-hmm. The momentum had shifted a long time ago.
Yeah, I just feel like it was a very weird time to put him in the game because I mean, any kind of competitor will want some time to get into the game. Mm-hmm. You don't want your snaps to come at the last two plays of or last two drives of the game.
It's like
be expected to win the game as well.
It's like baseball, like, and it almost like he treat that game like baseball. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have my starting pitcher, mm-hmm. and I'm gonna have my closer.
Yeah,
this is not baseball. It's not basketball. Mm-hmm. Football is strictly, and it's all sports. I say it all the time. It's mental.
Yeah,
90% of the battle when it comes to sports is mental. Mm-hmm. Anything you do in life is mental. If you have the confidence you can do it, you got people behind you that believe in you, they can put the right system around you. And I don't know that Didi feels like we have that confidence in him, or he feels like he has the full support because, okay, I mean, and this happens in recruiting. You have competition coming behind you. They go out and recruit transfers to come in behind you. You think it's a good thing. You thought it was a good thing for Dame to come in.
Yeah, definitely.
But I feel like with it being a quarterback battle, quote unquote, he doesn't have any security. And when you feel like you have to always look over your shoulder, mm-hmm. your job can be, your performance can lack.
For sure. But I think ultimately this is a conversation we can go back and forth on. I think ultimately whoever is going to give you the best product on the field is who needs to start.
And that's what Coach said. He said whoever he said Dame earned his reps, mm-hmm. and Didi earned his reps. He said whoever gives us the best opportunity to win, so that's who's going to play.
And that's ultimately what I want to see. I hate the fact that we kind of have that uncertainty going into a game like FAMU, which I think is going to be the
biggest game of the season.
Yeah, exactly. So I feel like, I would like to have this maybe come against another team, but ultimately, that's how the cards fall. So I just want whoever's going to give us the best product.
I would have rather that happen after the Southern game that going into Miles. Mm-hmm. that we had this quarterback controversy.
Yeah.
Because against Miles, okay, it's a obviously you're going to win and you should win, but I would have rather, if you're going to make the quarterback change.
Yeah.
Even without knowing the scores of the game, let D play the first half and let Dame play the second half. Mm-hmm. Or even better, because Miles didn't take the lead into the fourth quarter, am I correct?
I believe so.
Let Dame start off the fourth quarter. Give him more than 2 drives. Because Dame made some great throws. D had some good moments.
I don't feel like I can accurately rank the quarterbacks right now if all we have is Dame's 2 drives.
Right.
Because Dame looked impressive in some situations.
He still threw a pick though.
Yeah, exactly.
He still threw.
So it's like it's hard to really judge right now. But I mean, both of them got to do better. Like we cannot go throughout this entire season having our quarterback room like this,
right?
Especially if you're trying to contend.
And even bigger than this, we keep talking about the actual players on the field. We don't have the quarterback, the offensive coordinator. The play calling it hasn't helped. The inconsistency in the lineups hasn't helped. You have situations where our play calling is so predictable. Yes, the first couple drives of the game, D gonna look good. The first couple drives of the game, when Dame come out, he gonna look good. Mm-hmm. But after they start picking up on the play calling, because the halftime is when adjustments happen, and the great coaches make in-game adjustments during the game, not during halftime. They make it okay. We see what they're doing at the first drive. We can come back and do it. So at some point, that we're predictable. Kendall, how many times can you do a direct snap? How many times can you do a swing pass? How many times can you do a screen pass? How many times can you force feed Keyshawn Johnson, who didn't even get enough targets in that game, in my opinion?
I mean, yeah, you're right. I mean, I think it all comes down to, like you said, more innovation on offense. Because at this point, you're dealing with whoever your quarterback is, regardless of who that person is.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have some innovation when it comes to your offensive play calling, especially when you're going up against good defenses. And regardless of how Miles plays the rest of the season, their defense was
stout.
Yeah, it was stout last game. So, and I mean, we're moving on to the future. Like I said earlier, we got FAMU coming up. That team is definitely no slouch.
Oh, the mighty marching Hornets coming in. We get some entertainment, y'all.
Some entertainment while we're doing this show, guys. But yeah, I know, right? So moving on to FAMU though.
Like, comment, subscribe, y'all. Donate to the cash app. Go ahead.
For sure. Moving on to FAMU though. It's gonna be tough.
So who's gonna be a starter though? In your opinion, who should start?
I mean, by everything that you told us, it sounds like it's gonna be Dame.
Okay.
And we'll see. I mean, it's very easy for people.
He said both gonna play though. He said both gonna play, y'all. On the interview on 90.7 WVS, he said both quarterbacks will be taking snaps during this game. So, do with the information what you please.
Yeah, we're gonna see. Oh man. I'm sorry, y'all. This one's sentimental. I'm sorry. We just gotta.
Oh, Mr. Knox. Oh, man.
Mr. Knox.
We miss you.
We've been talking about you the last couple of days.
We talking about you earlier today.
Yeah, we miss you.
I can't even walk in the studio without, man.
Oh man, that one hit.
Yeah.
Dang,
shout out to Mr. Knox, man.
Yeah, shout out to Mr. Knox. Shout out to all the educators.
Right.
Oh man.
Dang, I didn't see it. Shout out to
for real, man. Okay.
He's about to cry, y'all.
Man. All right. FAMU. Yeah, back to FAMU. Okay. So first things first for me, the first things that step out to me when it comes to FAMU is quarterback Jeremy Musa. Love him or hate him, he's leading the SWAC right now as far as quarterback play is concerned. Yardage, touchdowns.
Oh yeah. Statistically,
statistically.
I feel like
as far as his actual play, that's a little questionable. But
this is gonna be kind of you're not gonna expect me to say this, Kendall.
Okay, what's up?
Miles has been the best quarterback in the SWAC this season so far.
I want y'all to peep the humbleness of this. He gets humbled like every time, every season.
But I
didn't expect this one. I didn't expect this one this early. Like we haven't even played Grambling yet, so it's really interesting. For those of y'all who know his takes, I'm glad that y'all are witnessing this.
Miles Crawley has been the best quarterback in the SWAC this season to this point.
Man, we love change. We love humbleness. I love it. But yeah, like I said, Jeremy Musa, this offense can do some things, and I'm kind of scared of it a little bit. So that's something that I'm worried about. Our defense, we talked about it a lot, but also another thing that I didn't say, special teams. Special teams has to play well. For those of y'all that saw the Jackson State game, FAMU can get their special teams is hungry. They're gonna ball. So our special teams got to match that. It'll
also help having Mikey Victor back in the lineup though. Hopefully, if he's healthy.
That too.
Because he was injured, which is I ain't gonna miss this name. But he had his backup was guarding number one. Mikey is the best DB on our team. So he was out during the game, and a lot of the scoring touchdowns, a lot of the plays that happened, passing, the breakdowns in the secondary were because Mikey was not in the game.
Yeah, it's tough. It's definitely tough. You're dealing with a very deep offensive wide receiver core.
Right.
The running back room is decent. And then the quarterback, you never know what Jeremy Musa you're gonna get. It's tough. It can be very tough. I think we're walking into a game where it can go either way, but I think it's more on our offense to come out strong.
If we could strike first,
for sure, but especially if we can establish a run game like early on in the game,
Right.
that opens up the passing game for me.
We haven't been able to establish the run game at all this season besides the Southern game. That was early.
Exactly.
Even against Miles, we struggled to get a push.
Mm-hmm.
We struggle getting pushed.
For sure.
And that's important with the offense. Like, they can go in there and establish their identity early.
Mm-hmm.
And, maybe even get up maybe 14-0 early,
Yeah.
10-0, 13-0. You give yourself a little cushion for the offense to stall.
Yeah.
Because your defense is going to hold up to a certain extent.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to make plays.
It's also talking about positioning too, though.
Right.
Like special. I truly do believe in order for us to win this game, we have to play an all-around game. We have to. All three phases of the ball. Because if we don't, special teams gets the offense pinned back.
Right.
Offense got to fight a little bit harder.
Right.
If we punt it and it's a bad punt, defense got to fight. All of those type of things are gonna play factors. You're playing the best team in the Swaggies.
Mm-hmm.
At this point right now, you're playing the best team in the Swaggies. In order to beat them, you got to play well on all three phases. So that includes fast tempo on offense. That includes different coverages on defense, and that includes all 11 guys on the same page on special teams. Point blank period. We got to beat them as a team. I don't think it's going to be any one person that's going to be able to beat them.
If we're expecting Dame to come in here and just be a world beater by himself and win the game just offensively, like you said, one-sided, it's not going to happen. But we got to force some turnovers too. We have to.
Mm-hmm.
Like that we saw last year when we forced turnovers against FAMU.
Mm-hmm.
You saw how the game started.
Yeah.
When we saw those first couple of drives against FAMU, this is going to be a long day. But then once we forced the turnover, once Kale blocked the punt, returned it. Oh no, was that Keenan? Either way, it was Kale and Keenan. They were.
Keenan blocked the punt, but Kale had his best game.
Right, he got a couple interceptions.
Yeah,
and then you make him hesitant. Okay, maybe I shouldn't throw this ball.
Yeah,
maybe the secondary isn't as bad as I thought it was, or as easy to move the ball as I thought it was. Maybe I shouldn't run this ball at Bubba because he's gonna take my head off every time I come down this hole. Or Adrian, I shouldn't be running at him or taking these shots. So if you can make them second guess, I don't think we make teams second guess enough.
I agree.
People come out and they see, because we've been horrible on our first drives of the season this year, defensively.
Yeah,
absolutely horrible. Southern scored the first drive.
It'd be like the floodgates start opening after a while.
Right, and then Miles scored that first drive too? Or it was early in the first quarter.
Early, yeah.
No. Actually, they scored it right before halftime. I lied. Because we were up 14-0.
Oh, we were? Okay. Yeah,
but they moved the ball on us.
Yeah.
People moved the ball on us in early in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I really want to see that change this game. I'm hoping that we can maybe get a pick six, a couple forced fumbles, make it ugly. Muck the game up.
Honestly, I believe that's going to be an ugly game because the last game that we played against FAM here last year, it was ugly. Like ultimately, it was ugly. It was a low scoring game, like 21-14. I mean, that's our bread and butter.
It was really like 15-14 because they blocked that field goal and they returned it for a touchdown. So it was low scoring than that.
So I mean, I feel like FAM, we're gonna have to be on our P's and Q's. Right. I mean, plain and simple. Like I said before, we got to be on our P's and Q's. And I think their defense isn't no slouch either. I mean, their defense is.
Next topic, Rattlers to watch.
That's the same topic we've been on.
Oh, my fault.
That's what I'm talking about. You going on different
tangents. Bro, listen, bro. I'm trying to guide the show, man. I'm
the director.
Okay, you right.
See, you just be trying to do
I'm
everything.
just directing the classroom.
I'm him. You be trying to do everything.
I'm the assistant director behind one of our colleagues. Mr. Knox and miss you. People getting their jobs confused right now.
That's crazy. Anthony Dunn Jr. is somebody that I am very worried about because that defensive line is tough. And Anthony Dunn is spearheading that. He's the leader in sacks right now in the SWAC.
I think 4.5, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, that's not somebody that I'm looking forward to playing against,
especially with our offensive line
and whoever is the quarterback back there. That quickens their reads, quickens their progressions, all of that type of stuff. And all you need is a little bit of a push. You disrupt the whole offense. So I'm a little bit worried about that. I'm not gonna lie.
Jeremy Musa, we already talked about him. We know he's gonna be. Now, Coach Simmons is a great play caller. Their offense can put up points in a hurry. And if we go in here, this game could go absolutely awful.
2 years ago, that's exactly what happened.
Right.
They scored quick and it got out of hand very quickly.
But they also didn't have a quarterback. Jeremy Moose is better than their quarterback from that year.
You're right. For sure.
They're going to put up more points than 28. 28 is relevant. In today's NFL or today's college football, 28 points is kind of low.
They put up 21 points with Jeremy last year.
True. Well, anywho, but I still believe that the fact that I'm sorry, I'm watching my Mighty Hornets right now, so I'm kind of distracted a little bit. But I'm very interested to see how our defense is going to react to facing the best offense they played this season, because they have some weapons. Their wide receiver core is special.
I mean, and the crazy part is, arguably, their wide receiver core ain't even as good as they was last year.
Nah,
Last year with X,
yeah.
they was like that.
Right.
So I mean, it's certain things that we could play on. It's certain things that we could play on.
They can run the ball too.
For sure. It's certain things that we can play on, though. Like we talked about with the offense, hopefully having the tight end be more involved.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about Creech.
Kendall, am I
Creech
tripping? I haven't seen any of our tight ends catch a pass this season or be targeted at all.
I haven't either.
Jalen has been strictly blocking. AJ Lewis is a guy that Coach Robinson was talking about utilizing. He's a big part of his team now.
I swear he's caught at least one.
Maybe one, but it hasn't been. It hasn't
been noticeable.
If we have to guess, it hasn't been noticeable.
For sure.
Keyshawn has been our bread and butter.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrese, bread and butter.
That's the thing that makes it hard, though. We talked about this last year, and I feel like we keep having the same conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Consistency at the quarterback position leads to a relationship with your receivers. Say Dede has a better relationship with Keyshawn and Tyree, and Dame has a better relationship with somebody else, with Isaiah and some other guys.
Right.
Like, all of those things are going to cause this offense to be inconsistent, cause it to be unbalanced, because you got guys that's good with this quarterback and then guys that's good with that quarterback, and it's a lot more problems than you need for a situation like this.
And then they have the same play style, but different their ball can come different. Dame has a lot more of a fluid passing motion than D. And I think he's a little more accurate than D.
Yeah.
D has a lot more that Lamar Jackson kind of whip kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I hate to use that word, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah. I hate to use that word, but you get what I'm saying. They're different styles.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, even the tight ends, though, like when we talk about using tight ends, their problem is, bro, focus up.
My fault, bro.
When we talk about using tight ends, we had the same discussion last year, and it feels like the same exact thing over and over again. You need tight ends to block, especially when your offense can be a little weak on the offensive line sometimes. You need your offense to help block. How do you utilize a tight end and as a blocker and as a receiver? That's the balance that I think we just don't have right now.
Right.
Fullbacks too. I mean, Creech has proven that he can catch the ball a little bit. He's obviously proven he can block. Mm-hmm. If anybody knows Creech, he can definitely block. He's not afraid to hit stick somebody. He's not afraid to get dirty, to get ugly. So, I have no problem with Creech's blocking, but I feel like as an offense, we just got to be more.
We don't have an identity.
We got to speed the pace up. Like, we also have so many motions that I feel like it slows down the pace. And it's like
we do a lot of unnecessary stuff.
Exactly. And it's like we focus more on the pre-snap stuff than we do the actual post-snap stuff.
Right.
And if you keep having this problem, like, your offense is going to be predictable, your offense is going to be dysfunctional, and ultimately your offense is going to be a weak part of your team for the rest of the season.
Mm-hmm. And it's demoralizing to your defense too. You want to kill a defensive mentality. Go out there. They just got a pick six or interception or fumble recovery, and your offense go back out there and goes 4 and out or 3 and out. That kills a mentality.
For sure. I mean, as a defense, especially when your defense has so many like playmakers, it's like, bro, like we're doing everything y'all need to get in a position to do this, to do that. But say, special teams has a bad punt, or say offense gets a 3 and out. Like, that type of stuff gets demoralizing, especially not just for your defense, but for your entire team.
Because, Kendall, how many times we should have beaten Southern by more than 4 points?
We should have.
Right. We forced about, 4 turnovers? Mm-hmm. And we came away with 14 points.
Yep. We had a game like that a couple.
We have a game like that every year.
For sure. Yeah, we had a game like that last year too, though.
Every game was like that last year. Just about.
It was bad though. Like, it was really bad. I forgot what game it was.
Probably Prairie View. Maybe even FAM.
Yeah.
I remember a couple just like that.
Yeah. I mean, we done moved into our keys to winning, but I
hope our special teams is good. Like the punt returning. That could be a key.
Like I said, I've been watching Robert McMinn for 3 years now.
Mm-hmm.
If he gets that ball in his hands and has space, he can do something.
They call him Flash for a reason.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, special teams is going to be key to winning this game, whether it's a close game or whether it's not. Special teams is going to be key because special teams sets the tone, but they also can change the landscape of how the game is played. If they get a break, here, if they get a break there.
And if our offense can't move the ball, then you definitely need special teams.
And you need your defense to do something.
If they can make it easier for you.
Exactly.
If they can take you, all of a sudden now that you get you get a 60-yard punt return to get you in the red zone, as opposed to I'm waving off for a fair catch, and we got to go almost the full length of the field. That's two different situations that could alter a game. So.
I don't know, bro. I truly just I said this after the Miles game, and I'll continue to say it. That Miles game could either make or break our season.
Right.
Or what we do after can either make or break our season. You went 1-1. You would have loved to go 2-0, but you went 1-1. You have a golden opportunity in front of you to not only change the entire landscape of the SWAC East, but also change your trajectory as a team. I've talked to a couple of guys. About it. You talked to Coach.
I talked to God too. He said we gonna win.
Yeah, yo.
I told Kendall we were sitting in Spanish class, and I went on a prayer walk Wednesday morning, and God said we gonna win. We gonna win. We gonna win, baby. We gonna win, baby. Cause guess what? I want my restitution. I didn't get the video, did I? No, I didn't. But Kendall, like Dion said, it's personal.
I ain't gonna lie, we do gotta get back. I want the restitution. You gotta have a watch on when you do this.
Okay,
We've been talking about it. All right, man. As y'all can see, he's a Buff fan. As y'all can see,
let's go Buffs.
Wild to me. All right, but yeah, like we said, we just gotta be better. I know the band gonna come with it though.
I don't know if y'all can hear him right now.
Yeah, we watching the band right now. They gonna come with it. Y'all ain't gotta worry about that. Mighty Marching Hornets, they there. Oh, speaking of, we might still talk more about football or get into the comments. So let us know. Y'all got any questions? Y'all got anything y'all want us to know? Put it in the chat. We about to read. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
I'm talking about you want to click it.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay,
You won't cut me off.
Yeah, my fault, bro.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and donate to the Cash App. We also got a volleyball game in FAM on tomorrow at 6.
Yep.
So shout out to the volleyball team. Shout out to Coach White. Shout out to all them girls over there. They are doing their thing. SWAC play about to start. Hey, we hype. We're hype. The volleyball team is nice. We've been talking about the volleyball team. The volleyball team been nice. Coach White gonna have them girls ready. So make sure y'all show y'all support for the volleyball team. Shout out to them.
Soccer too. Soccer will be back here in about October 6th, about 2 weeks. Make sure y'all support those girls. They start SWAC play. They've gotten to a slow start, but having fans out there and having that fan support can really mean a lot for a team. Even as consecrated, having a fan support, having a fan base. Y'all being here supporting us right now, it means a lot. Thank you.
You all right?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm feeling it, man.
I see you feeling it.
Let's get to these comments.
Speaking of feeling it, I like that shirt you got on, bro.
Shout out to the Yard Apparel. So I got my Hornet on my back,
That's a hard shirt, y'all. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah. He should be dropping some new merch soon, y'all.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, bet. Let's get to the comments. He for sure is a Dion fan. He has shown me about 6 different videos of Dion today.
I mean, but to be fair, he's taking over social media right now.
I know that. So I don't need any more Dion stuff in my inbox.
I'm sorry, Coach Roberts. You know I love you.
Dang. We be in the press box, so I don't be knowing how the music be.
Yeah. Exactly what Kendall said. It's eye candy.
Y'all hate that direct snap. That direct snap is like the worst thing in the world for y'all, huh? I mean, I'm not as big of a fan as I was of it as like a gadget play type. I can see it, every now and then, but nah.
Consistent,
beating
the dead horse.
Yeah,
like it's like every time. Okay, the pass game ain't working. Okay, D, we ain't even gonna let you snap the ball. We gonna.
That I feel like that direct snap is to us this year what the wide receiver screen pass we used to run last year.
We still run that
for sure. So it's like, I don't know.
We don't get them enough targets. Well, we didn't last week. As opposed to Southern. I don't know what Miles did or what we didn't do to get Keyshawn more. Maybe it was a situation where they set Keyshawn because of rest, because of the matchup it was. I definitely feel like Kendall mentioned, I think we took Miles lightly. We thought they were coming here and roll over, and we got too cocky based off our Southern win. But in the words of Coach Robinson, you beat Southern, who was the SWAC champion, SWAC East champion, SWAC West champion last year. Mm-hmm. You lost to Miles. Mm-hmm. You're not as good as you think you are. Mm-hmm. You're not as bad as you think you are. So you got to find that middle means to figure out what type of team.
And that's the thing too, bro. I really don't believe that you can take that Miles game and say that's how we're going to play the rest of the season.
Fair.
You could take the Southern game and say that's how we're going to play the rest of the season.
Fair.
Like I said, that Miles game, those first two games, they show you both sides of the story. Now we're going to see how we come out against FAMU. And I feel like after FAMU is full course. All right, we not this or we are this. One of the two. But I definitely feel like that Miles game should not be indicative of how the rest of the season is going to go. Mm-hmm. Am I expecting like full sale changes? No. But at the end of the day, I feel like if you can minimize your mistakes, you can be a better team.
I'm going to be honest, Kendall. Can I ask you a question? And y'all can answer this as well. How much longer do you give your OC after what happened last year with that and what's going on this year? How much longer before you make a change? Because your time is ticking, bro.
I really feel like it depends on the quality of the games. Like, I mean, because I don't even know if I could base that decision off of wins and losses.
Okay.
Because if you win games like a Southern game, mm-hmm. Did you think that play calling was especially good?
It was better than last year.
Okay, but that can be a low bar.
We didn't score, but I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so it's like I feel like it's more on the quality of the games than it is on the win or loss.
Right, I get
me
you.
Personally.
I get you.
As far as the timetable, I don't know.
If we have a situation where we don't score against FAM,
yeah,
you might have to pull the plug.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I feel like if it's bad enough, I feel like it can get accelerated. That type of decision can get accelerated. Mm-hmm. But we also might have a situation where it's like my Pittsburgh Steelers, where we're dead set on not making any changes and going full speed ahead with an offense that
which has happened here before.
Yes. So I don't know.
That's a conversation before you get emotional.
I don't know. Yeah. It's been a
long play, man.
It's been tough.
Tight ends can't be used. We need them.
Yeah, that was a point I made earlier.
Fair. That's valid. Very valid.
Those zones can definitely be tricky. I think if we do something that Miles did really, really well, because we played a good amount of zone against Miles. If you find creases in that zone,
wear them out.
Yeah, you can wear them out. Plus, that also can help you speed up the tempo too. We speed up the tempo. I feel like it's going to be a little bit more natural. But then again, that's also about getting those reps in. So I'm really hoping that they had a good
use this bye week productively.
Good couple weeks of practice because that tempo is something we got to improve. And I feel like in order to be the zone like FAMs, you got to have fast tempo and you got to make use of all your wide receivers and their speediness in order for you to get to where you need to go. And their speed. Mm-hmm. Speediness is not a word I don't believe. We've had problems with that in the past, but that's besides the point. It's not here or there.
Moving on, bro.
Yeah, but finding increases in the zone is going to be vital in order for us to do what we need to do. How can we watch the game? That's a very good question. I can check on.
I think you got to go to FAMU Plus. I mean ESPN Plus.
It is on ESPN Plus
or Rattler Plus because they got their own streaming service. So you might have to pay for it because FAMU is good at making you pay for stuff. So it's going to be about $5.
Yeah, it's on ESPN Plus.
And that's gonna cost you some money unless you already have a ESPN Plus membership.
Or have somebody that has an ESPN Plus membership. That was the ugliest wink I've ever seen in my life. All right, moving on. Like I said, bro, that direct snap. Don't nobody like that direct snap, bro. That direct snap is crazy. Hard thing to do.
You can't block.
Yeah,
you got it up front.
Thing to do.
The meat and potatoes.
I do agree though. In a perfect like world, we definitely got to get our tight ends more involved because otherwise we're limiting our offense to what it can be for sure.
Because I feel like he's always talking about AJ Lewis, and I still want to see Jalen get a chance this year.
Yeah,
maybe last year was opposite. Maybe I was just
I just want to see because I feel like sometimes you can get to a point where, I guess as a tight end, depending on what your mentality is, you can get to a point where you're just like, the ball's not going to me. I'm not going to try my hardest on this block.
Right.
Or I'm not going to put in as much effort as I would be if I knew I was getting the ball or knew I was getting some touches. So I feel like that can kind of be a thing. People got to buy into blocking. I'm not saying any of the guys aren't buying in, but it's just like that's something.
Do you believe, baby? Do you believe? You got to believe.
When I told y'all he was a big Dion fan last year, y'all might have thought I was playing. I was being so serious.
In reality, you have to have buy-in from your players to have a successful.
Okay, but you ain't got to talk like them. If you just want to be up, well, you got to believe, baby. Like we get it, all right? We understand. Thank you. Now back to these comments.
Look good, you feel good, you play good, they pay good.
We know. Next thing you know, he gonna get a Jerry curl. I hope not. He pre-ordered them Dion sunglasses too.
I was about to
because he pre-ordered them.
I ain't gonna lie. If y'all see me walking, if you a student here, you see me walking to Fried Chicken Wednesday with my glasses on, don't say nothing to me. Just know I got my ice on my wrist.
I hope, because you've been doing this for the last 2 days and ain't got nothing on your wrist.
Hey man, believe in God.
Oh, am I the only one that thinks that the offensive play calling is a little bit different when Dame is in the game? Like, do you think it's just different, or do you think he's getting the ball out quicker? Which one is it?
But Kendall, didn't we feel like the play calling when Miles in the game against UCLA?
That's two different things, though. Because that's two different playing styles of quarterbacks.
Fair.
I feel like Dame and Didi's style of quarterbacking is more similar, so the play calling could be more similar.
I feel like they be trying to limit Didi to this. Somebody mentioned this before. I'm not gonna mention their podcast name because he's not to be spoken of. But he was right. Didi didn't when we beat Southern, he didn't throw a ball over 10 yards for the most part.
For sure.
Dame, first time he stepped in the game. Granted, it was a game-winning drive. He throwing the ball across the middle of the field 30, 40 yards. Do you not believe in D?
That's a good question.
Because I'm going to be honest with you. And I've talked to you about this before, Kendall. The way it's going right now, D is not going to be here next year. And if you keep pulling and tugging on these quarterbacks, you may not have either one next year. And then what you stuck with. Because at this point, let's see what Nyko can do.
I mean, I'm not trying to see this. I'm really not. But I mean, last time we played FAM, we did play 3 quarterbacks. So
shout out to Joe.
And Ryan.
And Miles.
That was a trio. Play the freshman.
You don't want to play freshman. Coach Robinson.
Yeah, not in a game like this. He
said that he likes to get them experience, but it's not ideal to put them in a tough game. You play them against Miles.
Yeah.
The teams that are, you're supposed to.
Non-conference games, though, in general, like that, those are games that you want to get your guys some reps. Yeah,
right. Sure. You don't play them against the team who was picked to win the SWAC championship this year.
Point blank, period. This is a game that you need. This is a must-win game to accomplish the goals that this team has. This team wants to win the SWAC championship. You have to beat FAM in order to win the SWAC championship.
Yeah, because they're probably going to defeat it or be one lost team, and you need that. You need to be holding that tiebreaker
for sure.
If you losing the games,
yeah, exactly.
Get back to the bottom.
Thank you. I gotta pay more attention to the O line. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the O line. My biggest issue with the O line last year was that they did not seem like they were. They were just playing. They weren't necessarily thinking as much about X's and O's. And when I say that, I mean like blitz pickup. Blitz pickup was one of my biggest issues with the O line is because they didn't pick up the blitzes, and you got defenders getting free hits on our QB.
I'm gonna be real. I don't even know how much people blitz us this year. I think it's them just whooping our offensive linemen.
I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm not going to say, oh, the offensive line is this, the offensive line is that. I'm not going to say that right now, especially because I haven't really been paying them that much attention. But I do think that the offensive line got to play better in order for us to win. I completely agree with you on that because without those guys in the trenches, you're just not going to beat good teams. You're just not. You'll lose to some teams as well. So for those of you who don't know, this is my mother. Quick little backstory. I'm from Baltimore, Maryland. She's a Ravens fan. I'm a Steelers fan. So you see the disconnects. My whole household is Ravens fans, actually. So, yeah. I don't know who she's talking about. I know she ain't talking about the Ravens, but that's neither here or there.
Right. I want to see him get an opportunity. I think he deserves a shot.
But that's not a good. I agree with you on that, but that's not a good look. If your third string quarterback is getting PT when both of your first string and your second are completely healthy, that's not a good look. Not at all. Like that's not a good look. I'm just saying.
I guess he's saying he played against Baylor when he was a freshman. What, like, give our freshmen the opportunity.
Oh.
You see what I'm saying?
Hey, Miss Body. Man, I'm mad we don't play Texas Southern this year. I really wanted us to play y'all.
I
really did.
Yeah. We appreciate your support.
Yeah, we definitely got to meet you for sure.
Make sure y'all donate to the Cash App.
Absolutely. Donate to the Cash App. Donate to the Cash App. I got an idea.
She was talking about the sunglasses.
Oh.
Your mom was.
Oh, got you. I got an idea, by the way, for a video idea. Y'all might see that video idea coming out soon. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. Hey, Bad. Hey, Dame. Those my people. I'm home away from home in Atlanta. They took care of me. I appreciate y'all.
Oh.
Shout out to y'all.
Now I was trying to figure out who you're talking about.
All right.
I like talking about the Hawks.
All right.
I like talking about the Hawks.
Lines are super long last week at fam.
My concession stands?
Probably. Y'all get some food from the concession stands. Y'all trying to,
throw it on the field.
Yeah, we gonna be on the field, taking pictures, taking videos and stuff. So I mean, we'd appreciate the food or whatever. Like,
Steak and potatoes.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, tailgate. I know this is a while ago, but tailgate at Southern.
We appreciate y'all.
Hey, tailgate for the Labor Day Classic in the Gump.
Yeah, them hot dogs were great.
Best tailgate you'll find. Yeah. Promise you. Oh, we showing up for the Magic City Classic too. That's besides the point. That's another conversation.
Even if A&M don't
show
that's
up. Another conversation.
Even if A&M, we gonna be there. We gonna be there.
We gonna be there. All right, that's another conversation.
Y'all gonna see that there's really not that big of a difference between the two. Me and Kendall we've seen him play in practice, and he has some good moments. He has some accurate moments. He's more of a runner than D is.
I feel like, I talked about this last year with D. I feel like decisiveness can play a part in this. Mm-hmm. Does Dame seem like the more decisive quarterback? Yes, I could see that. But I've also seen Dame in a small sample size. So I need to see more of Dame before I can really say one or the other. Right. I'm sorry. Hold on, red zone.
I'll hold off. Our play calling in the red zone is awful too.
Yeah, and that's where you really need a good play calling at.
And then you can't kick field goals either, so you really don't have any guaranteed points.
That's what I was talking about with special teams.
Right.
You know, field goal kicking is probably more mental than it is physical.
Facts.
I mean, if your entire offensive play calling changes when you have a kicker that can consistently make kicks, and that's something that we really need to have because otherwise we ain't got nothing else.
Right.
So, especially if the game come down to a field goal. So.
We had some things going on.
Yeah, it's been rough.
We're not going to disclose any details, but just know there were a lot of things that happened that were out of our control, above our head. And, you know, anytime that we don't upload, there's a reason why. It's not us just being lazy or just not wanting to do it because we want to produce a lot of content for you guys. But we're students, first, most importantly, that are about to graduate. And we have, you know, stuff to focus on. But there's also some things going on behind the scenes that we can't talk about.
Moving on.
All down for the seat.
I don't know if that's gang affiliated or not. I don't know if that's gang affiliated or not. Oh. I think he's saying I'll be down for the
okay. I said, okay.
Yeah.
What you want to do?
He said I'm down with the C. I said, whoa.
I thought this says E-Rock. No, at first I thought, no. At first I thought they said this is E-Rock tuning in. I was like, hold on. But yes, he said we're not in the coach's show. His words about both quarterbacks will play, but it sounds like Dame is going to be the starter. Time will tell. Make sure you tune in.
We appreciate you tuning in, though. We definitely do. Definitely appreciate you tuning in. What's up?
Oh,
hope everybody day been going good. Hope everybody's blessed, having a good time. Mr. Cole, I ain't gonna lie. I don't know if y'all hear this, but
I wish we could turn the camera.
I wish we could get sturdy.
I don't know if we can show the practice or not.
Nah. We don't want no problems. We don't want no problems with Doc. We don't want no problems whatsoever, Doc.
Right.
We'll be out of your hair in a second. It really would have been. I actually thought that's what was going on. That would have been hilarious.
What?
If he was really down.
Oh, if he was cripping?
Yeah.
Versus us.
Football team versus the media team. We finna get killed.
Hey, I could hit a sack in though.
Oh, who?
Whatever quarterback they put back there.
What's up, fam?
What's good, man?
We might need to do this more often. Okay, Doc.
Miss her, kiss her, love her.
Hey.
That girl is.
Yeah. Hello. As y'all can see, we kind of winding down a little bit. I hope y'all enjoyed our dance moves.
Yeah, we got homework to do. We got a bus to catch in the morning.
Yeah, y'all,
Tallahassee.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna be in Tally too. We are definitely gonna be in Tally. So last time I was in Tally, it didn't really go that well, but that's besides the point. What we gonna do?
Kendall A. Smith. Oh.
Khalil Kellerman. What else? You want to say anything else to people, man?
We appreciate y'all tuning in to this episode and staying down with us even through the times of doubt, the times that we are MIA. We appreciate the 32 viewers. We want to grow that, and we're gonna have another.
Why are you talking like that?
I'm sorry, bro.
Put some bass in your voice.
We're gonna have a show at some point after the FAMU game. We have a bus to catch after the game too, so you know Kendall may be pretty beat and exhausted after if we lose the game.
Why it gotta be me?
Because usually your moods usually change after a loss.
I know you're not talking. FAMU by 2 tutties. Oh,
We need to score
quick score predictions. What? Quick score predictions. There we go. Words. What you got?
28. Oh, we ain't scored 28 in so long. Oh, shit.
I ain't lying. I don't even remember when the last time we scored 28 was. I don't even know what that looked like on the scoreboard.
Or 30. 30. We scored 30. I might jump through a window. But I'm going to say 27-17. The Alabama State University.
27-17. Oh wow. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I got 24-21 us. I think it's gonna be another tight game. 28 on fam. Sheesh. Yeah.
Thank you for that comment.
Hey, we got faith. That's the thing you gotta have right now. You gotta have faith.
We appreciate the love. You know, we're working. Things you see on the media page, we have a say in that. I mean, not saying that we play a big role in that, and we couldn't do it without our favorite bosses, Travis and Fred. Big job.
Yes, sir.
Paul.
Yes, sir.
Paul.
But thank y'all for the congratulations. Thank y'all for the views. Thank y'all for the love. We really appreciate it. We gonna see. Thank you for joining the stream too. We love the fam supporters. We're gonna see. But hey, man,
I got some food to eat. I'm hungry.
Yeah. We appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much for joining in, tuning in. Thank y'all for being part
Donate
of
to
the
the
family.
Cash App.
Donate to the Cash App. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We love y'all. Stay blessed.
See you this weekend.
And let's go Hornets.